I think we even talked about this before, bro. It's kind of like once I realize you bullshitting, sometimes I might not even say that. I was just now.
Yeah, it's hard.
I just know where you gonna go. Like I
Right.
just know where to have this conversation. Okay, I can't talk about this with you, but you might be beneficial in business. Cool. I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep you where you need to be, or I
exactly.
ain't gonna fuck with you at all.
Yes, sir. It's your boy First Class, man. Season 4, Klass N Session podcast with my guy Jay Hill.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's
Welcome to
going
the
on?
team, my guy.
Good to be on, man. Good to be on. There's
Yeah, for
definitely
sure.
gonna be some good things going on, man. Appreciate you and CCN Network for having me on.
For sure.
And let's get into the nitty gritty, dog.
No, for sure. Again, man, season 4 for me, so I'm definitely adamant on the growth that we all had. Salute to the team, like I always do, for the growth that they had. But let's get into it, man. We just want to get into some things that we dig on our perspective and things that I think y'all kind of can chime in on as well. The first thing I'm gonna get into is something that we already kind of talked about when we met up earlier this season. Was the Noah Lyles effect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was talking about as far as like the things that he was thinking about, the NBA having the World Championship, which, you know, my perspective was that them the best guys in the world, right. So they have the a reason to have that title.
Right.
But your perspective was a little different. How you think about it now with everything that it came across?
I think it kind of proved my point a little bit, but at the same time, it kind of made another conversation. You know what I mean? And so what I mean is I believe like the Denver Nuggets, that roster, they can go to any other country and win in that championship, in that league.
Right.
That doesn't necessarily mean that they can beat the all-star team of that league.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because like you said, like I think obviously Denver Nuggets won NBA championship, but they won't beat the all-star team. You know? So I think it's kind of two different conversations.
That's why,
you know what I'm saying?
I definitely at one point in time I gave some agreements to you because I definitely agreed at one point in time, but I still was like,
You know what I'm
saying? If it was, which it really come down to now, you know what I mean? It really come down to now. USA lost, so it looks like he looked right.
Ain't no guarantee they gonna win,
right?
Bro.
He looks right for a week,
even though it wasn't the best USA team put together.
Exactly.
It's more so that kind of proved the point to where for USA to beat another all-star team, they gotta have the best athletes. You know what I'm saying? And so because the best USA team is beating the Denver Nuggets team.
For sure.
So it's kind of like you gotta, like I said, I think Denver Nuggets can go in any league and win their league. But I don't know if they could beat their all-star team. You know, ain't no guarantee.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a hard because again, like you said, we lost the game. We didn't even contend for gold, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, so not even I think we got eliminated.
That's tough.
So
that's tough.
You look at it like that, but you now you got the big dogs then woke up now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You
sure.
got LeBron.
Everybody
he want to head the team next year. I mean, in the Olympics, though, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different atmosphere.
It's different.
You're like, hold on, we ain't going to let that happen 2 times. So he really in this Kobe moment thing.
Right,
and I can say that being a big LeBron guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he in this Kobe moment now. And this just changed the dynamic of everything. Now you look like, all right, you saying them guys ain't the best guys in the world. Why they got world championship?
Facts.
So we lost? You look right for a little bit. Now you finna go down for the bring the cavalry.
You got to, and that's the thing. That's how you got to win. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like
because them guys going back home to their home teams, they ain't caring about. They want to win for their country just as well. You want to win for yours. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they bringing their A game, and it looks good to be a second-hand guy. Not saying second-hand guy in the NBA, because if you're in the NBA, you're in the NBA.
Right.
But you ain't that guy. You go to your country and you can be that guy getting MVP of the league and things like that.
Facts.
So it kind of definitely helps your brand, help the player that you are. But you did wake up. You did wake up some giants.
And then you got like man, I forgot. It might have been Kobe. I don't know who it was. R.P. Kobe. But they definitely said that basketball is one of those sports that the world is evolving to. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't a cakewalk like it used to be.
Everybody,
you know what I'm saying?
Giannis. That's what I say. That's why I said what I said to you. Like Giannis, Jokic, Luka. They not from here. Yeah. And they some of the best players in the world.
So they got other people out there.
Yeah, they definitely out there.
Still.
But super excited for that to be coming up, man. The Olympics are next year, 2024. Shout out our girl Shakari Richardson. She gonna be out there representing. Shout out everybody that's gonna be representing out there. That's gonna be something big. Everybody not talking about it now, but it's gonna be something to be talked about very soon.
I definitely
Olympics is a big deal.
Definitely hope they keep that going, bro. Definitely, especially with Lies talking, talking how he talking. Yeah, he got to win.
Yeah, he got to win now.
I hope Shakari win. You know what I'm saying? I hope they can just keep it going. You know what I mean? That's big for the US.
I mean, it's gonna be a whole nother ball game.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't go out there. Level, dog. And you can't go out there and expecting us to win. We got to really understand the dynamics of what's really going on.
Facts, which kind of ties into what we were talking about with Dion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody, for whatever reason, I don't know how you don't like Dion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see you might not like how he approaches things, but as far as what he does and what he does for kids, you can't not like this man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, just knowing the dynamic of my whole life of what Dion did, like, motivational and inspiring to me, is just crazy for somebody to say they dislike Deion Sanders. Of course, I'm a person that's not like because of I'm a boastful guy. You know what I mean? He kind of on the same thing. Yeah. But at the end of the day,
stating facts.
The facts are facts, and when you putting that proof to the work you putting in, it's a whole nother different dynamic. Because I heard a clip that was like, man, what if you can get if Deion Sanders can get all the kids in the world to believe college football in trouble?
It's different, dog. Because the thing is, it's like, I understand people get mad he left Jackson State and they feel like he did that for the money. Cool. But you got to look at it like this. If this man can save 1,000 lives, he might not be able to save this 100 over here, bro.
Right.
And I think people focus on that 100 he can't save instead of focusing on the 1,000 that he do.
I mean, I like that perspective. But even if so, man, everybody wants to grow in life, and you can't be mad at anybody that's super growing. And it's not necessarily that you're not. It's just like you gotta look at that, and I look at stuff as motivation. Like,
facts.
I always look at stuff as motivation. Like, anything that Deion Sanders is really sitting out there doing is motivational, bro. Because I'm watching it with my own two eyes. Nobody's telling me he's doing this. I'm watching it. He's put exactly. Bro. He put it out there for you to see it, and then the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
He said his son has only lost 6 games his whole football career.
Hey, I put it like this, though.
So they not surprised, though.
Nah, for sure. That mean they used to winning,
bro. They used to this, bro. And they just want to tell y'all they was going to do it. Nobody believed. I believe. I'll be honest with you. I believe. Yeah, I never doubted Deion Sanders.
I knew he was going to, I know he going to do well.
That's
this year, though, like, they got Colorado State, and then they got USC and Oregon. He got to win one of them. I mean, he ain't got to, but at least, you know what I'm saying?
It get tough.
He win both of them? Shit. He might see that man in the playoffs.
I agree. It get tough for him. But at the end of the day, it's more about being that guy and being confident in yourself, knowing what's going to come to the table. He told y'all he was going to do it. He went out there and thus far. And and any real one know, it's kind of hard to fall off when you've always done what you taught, bro. He's always it's not one dude that if he said it, he did.
Do it,
you know what I'm saying? Deion is one of the ones. Like, it's one of them people. Like, I've probably got every team he played for except for the Ravens. I don't want to lie. I have the jersey. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I've real life been that type of guy my whole life. I've been a Deion advocate my whole life. I'll be honest with you. When he first left Jackson State, without a doubt, I had a little about it. I even spoke about it.
Yeah, but
it was for a little minute. You know what I mean? Then I started thinking about the bigger picture. Yeah. And I'm proud of him. It's crazy to say something like that, but I'm proud of what Deion did.
Deion, man.
For sure, man. And I think, to be honest with you, this is a little nostalgia. The first time we did our show, we did a shout out to Deion.
We sure did.
So at the end of the day, man, keep going up, Deion. Keep going up with the program. I hope everything come to fruition what he talk about. Go undefeated, bro.
Nah, for sure. Go to the playoffs. Go to the mass. Hey, keep making history, dog.
So keep making history. And you know what I mean? Just not to get to the sour side of anything. We got decision making is something that I kind of want to get into on when we talking. You know what I mean? We got guys that be in these perfect situations, bro. Life-changing situations. getting away from what you used to be in, based off what you love.
Right.
Basketball, football, track, podcasting, whatever it may be. You got these different avenues that make you focus and channel in on something else. But I would say this: mental health, anger, things that if you're looking for it, you're gonna find it.
You're gonna find it. Well, if you don't know how to control it, bro.
You know what I mean? So I don't really know what happened with the Porter Jr. guy.
Yeah.
I don't really know what happened, but the extent of where it went to is enough for anybody to be like, all right, you trying to jeopardize everything you got going. So let's make you an example at this point. You know what I mean?
It's a tough situation when you don't know all the facts, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because whoever called the police first, that's usually who they go with. You know what I mean? Two, a lot of times it's gonna go in the women's favor. You know what I mean? You just never know. I'm not saying she did anything wrong for her. I don't know the situation, but I just seen and I have been.
She got a broken neck. He did something wrong. I don't care what she did. To be honest with you.
She broke her neck. He broke her neck.
Broke her neck.
He broke her neck.
Vertebrae.
Well, see this.
Broke it. He broke something.
Nah, but see, this the thing. What if she was beating on him, hitting him, so he just kind of pushed her and she fell, hurt herself? We don't know. Now it's domestic violence.
Here you go, Jay.
You gotta because I've been in so many situations, bro.
I feel you.
You gotta look at every perspective.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? Without making because I just heard some more.
It's an investigation going.
Bro, I heard more information about the Megan situation. We ain't gonna get into that.
Right.
But I heard a situation about that. It changed the whole dynamic of everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in a situation.
The facts, like you said. You gotta know the facts.
I've been in a situation, bro, to where, like, real quick story, bro. I was in college, you know, had a girlfriend or whatever. We got into it. She's like kind of pushing me or whatever, and I'm trying to say, just stop. Right. So I go to try to take my shirt off, and I'm trying to take my shirt off, but she's pulling my shirt down. So my hand slipped, boom, hit her.
Bang.
And so she, oh my God, you hit me. My roommate, he's in the room. Yeah. He's like, bro, I thought you hit her for real. I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Right. So she could have been like, oh, he hit me, and that's a whole domestic violence, you know. Right. So I've seen so many different ways.
You have to look into it, but I look at it like this though.
You gotta be smart.
So you gotta be smart, bro.
Lead the room.
You're $1 million guy in the NBA.
You can't let it get there.
First of all, you doing you. So you can't be looking for situations to put you in that situation.
That's the biggest
thing
right there, bro.
Yeah. If you're looking for trouble, bro, you gonna find it.
You gonna find
every time. So at the end of the day, you gotta almost like man, I know what she on because karma is everything, and it comes around. So you gotta look at it like I know what's going on, and if it's happening, it's happening. But it don't never have to get to the point to where, again, we don't know the facts to where this is just allegations and everything that's coming out. Right. You know what I mean? So we don't know if he really went through a phone or anything like that. It's just the fact that you have to exit the situation.
You gotta like, bro, sometimes you gotta literally turn and run, bro. Like really run away from motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm going. All right, I seen enough. Like, of course, you ain't that mad if something else than already triggered you before.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody arresting made you mad, so you like, all right. So at this point in time, it's like, all right, man, turn around, go the other way. I got other stuff to deal with for the rest of my life. Now, for the rest of my life, I might be
looked at this guy. But it go back to what you're saying, mental health, bro. A lot of young dudes, bro, a lot of young men, they don't know how to control their emotions. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men they raised, you know, with other women, so all they see is emotion. Right. And so we got this whole notion of, oh, it's okay to express your feelings, man. When men express their feelings in a negative way, somebody get hurt, injured, killed. It's never, you know what I'm saying? It's never a good thing because we're too physical.
And you get a little shame for it if you do it.
So it's a lot of it's easy to say, man, just walk away. But if they don't have that mental strength, they not. You know, regardless what should happen, regardless what a man should be, if they not taught that, you can't do it. You know what I mean?
See, and that's when the realism of everything is just like, you right or wrong.
Right or wrong, bro. And that
or wrong.
Me personally, bro,
it's definitely easier to preach it than you know what I'm saying? Because you never know how you're gonna react in certain type of situations.
But that's why you gotta train yourself, dog.
Yeah. Like you gotta have that mindset to where you're stronger than what.
Yeah, you're stronger than your circumstance, bro.
Exactly.
But a lot of times it's hard for like everybody's in this mind your business whole shit, world. That's how kind of how we are. But it's kind of like it takes away from as a man, I can't even check another man, or it's a problem.
Yeah.
And that's that's the problem with the shit. Like a man can't even check men no more. It's a whole situation as far as
it's like
so sensitive.
It's sensitive, and it's like why if I'm the one that's I done showed you, like, because most of the time if somebody's sharing something with you, they care for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any ill intentions for making anything a personal thing. And that's one thing about it. I know me personally, I think when I say stuff to people, it's like I'm throwing a dart at them. Yeah. I'm sharpening. It's a sharp knife. I'm stabbing them with it. So I understand that like full hand. But I'm really telling you that because I'm helping you. Yeah. And if you don't want to look at it as help, it's kind of
that's a whole nother personal problem. Yeah.
More than it's mine. You know what I mean? So that's a good way to put that, because I don't look at anything kind of, I ain't gonna say I don't take anything personal, because I kind of do, because I look at the intention of the
you gotta look at the root of where it's coming from. Where
it's coming from. So at the end of the day, it's like I know the realness in everything, and that's just something that my whole gut tells me. Yeah, it's a gut thing. So when I feel that like it's playful, it's jokes, I react that way. But I feel like if it's something you got deep down,
it's a subliminal.
You just throwing it in there. I'm like, hold on, man, I already knew that was coming. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I got a little guard up for that type of stuff now.
No, for sure.
But I'm an older guy.
Right. You know what I mean? A lot of these dudes, they start arguing with women. Or they arguing because the thing is, like, if me and you arguing, it's a certain level, we gonna fight. Right. At the end of the day, we gonna keep arguing, we gonna fight. But with a woman, you can't get to that level because y'all get to fighting. Obviously, you in the wrong. So it's like, I'm not arguing unless it ain't nothing to talk about. If I want to fight, we're gonna fight. Ain't all that arguing, going back and forth. But again, like I had this conversation with one of my other partners. It's just like being raised by women, you subconsciously pick up a lot of things. Even a strong woman, for sure, a strong woman still can teach a softer, feminine man just because of the traits that make you a strong woman, kind of make you a sensitive man. You know what I'm saying? Right. So quick example is like a strong black woman, don't take shit from nobody. Don't let nobody, don't fuck them over, whatever the case may be. So they going to argue their case until they win. Right. As a man, if you arguing all the time, you losing, bro. You arguing with women, you arguing with men because that's what you saw your mama do, and she's strong. Right. So now I'm arguing with everybody. Like, that ain't how that go. I like that, bro. When you see a man, I'm not arguing with you, dog. This is what's going to happen or you going to go. Right. But they don't see that when they just raised by their moms a lot of the times. You know what I mean? That's no knock to mothers, because I know it's definitely hard to raise sons when you just, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, they doing what you can do. Right. And so it's a lose-lose situation, man. And it starts, like I said, it starts here, and it starts from your upbringing, your past, and what's going on.
No, for sure. Because at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you, it's not really even, like with me, just personally, I don't even just, at this point in time, it's not even about being right. It's just more about perspective. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we wanna get our perspectives out, because at the end of the day, I say this a lot on here. Klass N Session, I don't talk outside my neck. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, so at the end of the day, I want you to know my intentions are what my intentions are, what they perceive to be. Facts. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm not no guy that's gonna be bullshitting you just because you're the one that bullshit me. And I noticed that, you know what I mean? And I just want people to know how I move. Like, I'm a guy that if I say it, I mean it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that kind of get into the main topic of what we want to get into was execution. You know what I mean? A lot of people say things and say this and that, and they almost forget that we heard them say it.
Fact. It's because it sounds good at the moment.
It's like, it sounds good at the moment. I'm still holding you to that.
Yeah, and
I'm still holding it to you. So if you gonna fake me, it's cool. And I care about you, everything you got going on is fake.
Nah, for sure. Like I'm like, I think we even talked about this before, bro. It's kind of like once I realize you bullshitting, sometimes I might not even say that. I was just I just know where you gonna go. Right. Like I just know where to have this conversation. Okay, I can't talk about this with you, but you might be beneficial in business. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna keep you where you need to be, exactly. Or I ain't gonna fuck with you at all. Yeah. But I ain't like because the thing is, some dudes, you say something to them, it's gonna go all the way up. Mm-hmm. So if I know I ain't trying to go there, I ain't gonna waste my time. Like I ain't gonna waste my time, energy of saying nothing to you because I know you're gonna give me a BS answer. Or you're going to give me an answer that don't make sense. And now I'm mad because you lying to me. You see what I'm saying? So
it's like, man, like why? Like why, bro? Yeah, like because I really look at it like this. Everything I've kind of said and and my people know this, I stand on it.
Yeah.
And I make sure I pride myself on standing on it though.
Nah,
and I'm looking at why aren't you? You know what I mean? Like you should be doing the same thing.
Nah,
I'm like,
sure.
if I say it, I ain't gonna forget I told you I was gonna do this and do that.
Nah,
I'm going to go do it. Like, and this in all honesty, I want to commend myself because I told people I was gonna go back to school for a while.
Yeah.
I'm in school right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's about execution.
Nah,
I want to kind of like, and I threw that in there to be honest with you because I wasn't gonna tell nobody. I ain't want to tell my mama, but it's just being real about the situation.
Right,
you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like what I said, Cooley was on here a couple seasons ago, and she told me this. She said, we talked about this a while, First Class. Like we talked about you, and she was like, for you to execute on it is a whole nother thing. You know what I mean?
Sure, bro.
Because she was gonna be a part of it and everything. So at the end of the day, I appreciate her for those words because she going up, going crazy, but she still see the growth in what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Or what we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
At the end of the day, we gonna keep going up. I knew that you wanted to start the podcast and get in the podcasting world. And I'm like, man, I'm looking for a co-host, somebody with like-minded minds, and I want to reach out to you, see if you want to execute on what you want to put out. And now we in this building.
Now we in here. Nah, that go a long way, dog. Like just say it, do it, bro.
Right.
Cause I'm quick. I ain't gonna say nothing if I ain't gonna do it. Like,
right.
Cause I don't have time to. I learned a long time ago. Like a lot of people want to say things and spur of the moment, and then backtrack. Like I'm a type of man. If I ain't gonna come to your birthday party, then. Like if you don't come, you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't come to my birthday party, don't come to my funeral. I'm that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you got an event, I'm gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say I'm gonna come, if you invite me, I'm pretty much coming.
If I'm invited, I'm coming.
You know what I'm saying? So but I'm not gonna ask you if you don't invite me for sure.
Yeah, but I don't know if people understand how big that is. Wow. I think that's big. If you invited to somebody's stuff, you gotta go, man. Because people they don't have to invite you.
Bro, it's been a lot of times where I pulled up somewhere and the people that they really thought was gonna come didn't come. And like, bro, and now they rock with me for sure. Like, bro, I ain't expect you to come. I
appreciate you to come.
You know what I'm saying?
That happens a lot because at the end of the day, expectation is something that I kind of took out a while back. But you definitely, if you send an invite and they say, "I'm there, bro. I'm coming through, man," you expecting that at that point in time. So now if it ain't even about that, but it is about standing on your word.
Just stand on your word.
That's something that I think me and this guy really agree with.
Cause it ain't that
wholeheartedly.
Hard, bro. It really ain't that. I understand things happen, things come up, bro. But if you
don't forget about it. I ain't gonna forget.
You know, bro, I was asleep, or I was. But if you ain't gonna sleep for my funeral, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna oversleep for that. You ain't can't not get off of that.
You gotta stop doing things for the moment. Yeah. You gotta start doing things to just make sure at the end of the day your intentions are good. Cool people are the people that's standing on their word. The people that's like almost like standing out from the fake. Because the real is rare now.
Rare.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's easy to detect the fake. It's easy to detect it because it's already it's happening so much.
They get so comfortable doing it.
With me, you know what I mean? I feel like I know why what I shoot out people take, not necessarily personally, but they take it and be like, man, they might have to. Because at the end of the day, I'm being real about the situation. It's not that I don't joke. I'm one of the goofiest, funniest guys that I know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm standing on my business. I'm standing on execution. I'm standing on Klass N Session. I'm glad I got my guy Jay Hill in here with me this season. We're going to keep going up. I hope everybody can tune in and
spread
the word.
Like
it and comment. Let us know what y'all want us to talk about. Let us know what something new that we need to add to the team, add to the squad, add to the whole thing. Like, comment, subscribe. Klass N Session, CC Network. It is what it is, baby. First Class, I'm out of here.
Jay Hill, man.